And right now at 5 o'clock, IU officials followed their rules for protests, but did not communicate them clearly. That's the conclusion in a new report reviewing how officials handled the spring's pro-Palestinian protests.
News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist has read through that report. He explains tonight how investigators think IU should have handled that and future protests.
The report finds IU officials did not violate the First Amendment or any applicable laws or policies when they ordered the removal of a protest encampment. But investigators say officials need a new campus expression policy with clear and enforceable regulations to prevent scenes like this. This is what prompted the review of IU's protest response. In late April, protesters gathered on Dunn Meadow, IU's designated free speech zone, to protest the war in Gaza. IU police officers and state troopers twice cleared a protest encampment there. They arrested a total of 57 people. 45 of them were affiliated with IU. Investigators cleared the university of any wrongdoing, but say there are things officials could have done better. Chief among them, officials' late-night decision to only allow 2 tents and require them to be taken down by 11 p.m. Investigators wrote, although the university acted within its authority, IU leadership's decision to change the policy overnight caused negative unintended consequences. In part, the timing of the decision-making limited IU's ability to seek input from relevant stakeholders and eliminated the chance for a thorough review of the policies for gaps or conflict with other policies or laws in effect. The report did not review how law enforcement handled the protests. An organizer says that ignores the biggest issue that came out of this spring.
A truly independent review would put more focus on the way the university utilized, again, military levels of force, choppers, assault weapons, grenade launchers, drones in the air, and snipers on the roof. They would assess whether or not that's a reasonable response to peaceful protesters. And I think any reasonable person would agree that that doesn't make any sense at all.
Going forward, investigators say IU officials should adopt a new free expression policy and clearly communicate any changes. They also recommend better training for those who enforce the policies. And they should clearly spell out who should remove protest encampments, when, and how. Green says what the university really needs is stronger protections for protesters.
A free speech policy should do everything it can to limit restrictions, unnecessary restrictions, on students exercising their First Amendment rights. And it should certainly discourage or even prohibit the use of this military levels of force against peaceful protesters.
IU President Pamela Whitten says, we sincerely appreciate the depth and detail of Cooley's independent review and will leverage their insights to move forward with purpose, guided by our core values and tirelessly pursuing our top priority, a safe campus with freedom of speech for all. The only law enforcement-related recommendation in the report is for IUPD to receive more funding and more officers so it can better handle protests and other large-scale events. I'm Garrett Bergquist for WISH TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.